How you guys doing today? This is going to be a live reading special for a midnight special. We will have a open list and we will be doing 4 cards for $12 via Cash App or PayPal. So if you would like a reading with the Words of Truth deck, then go ahead and get on my list and we will get you in. This is the deck we'll be using tonight. And if you guys would like a reading, please comment in the comment section and we will get you in. Trying to see my chat here. There's like a gnat in here bothering me. So if you would like, you just comment in the chat and I will be here. Let me know that you guys can hear me okay, because I don't know if you guys can hear me. And my YouTube does lag a little bit, so just wait. And while we wait, we'll just give Ashe to Mama Bridget. We will give Ashe to Mama Marie Laveau. We will give Ashe to Baron Sambi. And we will give Ashe to the Gades and the Barons and to our ancestors that mean us well. And that is what we will be doing. So Ashe to all of them. And while we wait to see if anybody would like a midnight special reading, if you guys have any spiritual questions, then go ahead and pop them in that chat and we will get those questions answered. This is like a huge deck here. So it takes quite a bit to shuffle it. So this is a good special because usually my general readings are $45. And in the general reading, you don't have to tell me anything about yourself. You don't have to give me any information about your situation or anything that you're dealing with or anything that you are going through. All you would need to do is book the reading, and we will allow the spirits to come through and speak and give us the information that we need to know about you personally. I do have a business page, and that is on Facebook, and that is the ASHAISreal business page, and there you can find reviews. You can also find a services list for prices as well, for the readings and for the other spiritual services that we do offer at Asha's Epiphany. So just let me know. I don't want to sit here and just be bored, so what we'll do is we will just pull a few cards, and we will pull a few cards for somebody. Give me a topic in the comments, something that you would like to know about. And that's just a random, and we'll just do it that way. If you guys are in here, hey, T-Will, what's going on? Ashe, thank you for joining. Give me a subject. We'll pull a few cards on a random subject. Why not? While we're waiting on people to come in and get a hold of this $12 reading special. Give me a second. I would like to, if you guys have anything you would like me to just pull cards on randomly, any type of topic that you guys would like to know about, this cannot be a personal question. I will answer like worldly issues, things that are going on in the world, things that are going on around us for absolutely free. But personal readings, we will be doing that midnight special. And again, my regular readings are going to be $45, and that's just for the general reading. So let me grab my cell phone right quick, and I am going to, while I wait on you guys to think of some type of topic, relationships and travel. Okay. Let me grab my cell phone right quick. I'm going to get my people from Facebook to get on over here into this room as well. And then relationships and travel. So relationships will be different. That will be more like a personal things, but we can definitely see what's going on with the travel. What state, what country are you in, T. Will? So I can look at the travel situations for your country, even for your state. Give me 1 second. I'm grabbing my phone so I get my Facebook. All right, I'm back. And I'm going to get my Facebook people in here as well. My Instagram people in here. Yeah. Come join us. Like, seriously. Okay, so T. Will is in the United States. And we will do a quick 4-card pull on the answers. I'm sorry, not the answers. The travel situation in the United States to see what kind of situations we will be dealing with. Just let me type this in on my Facebook, the $12 midnight reading specials at on my YouTube page, so they know to come on over here and join us. And then we will go ahead and get started on the ASHAISreal YouTube page. All right, so we've got that done. We're going to go ahead and pull those cards on the U.S. travel situation to see what's going on with that and what the travel in the United States will be looking like here in the near future. So put my deck here. We're just going to pull like 4 cards on that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have stuck. And that's definitely a card. Exhaustion. But don't get too concerned about that, because there will be some inspiration, meaning that soon here the country should open up for some travel. A lot of people are dealing with the problem with being able to stay home and the problem to be able to be quarantined. So some of you guys have to travel, because there is some people that are just waiting. They're like, I'm addicted to getting out of this house, to getting on the road and getting out here. And we want to make sure that we're going to be safe while we're doing this. And we want to make sure that we're going to be patient as well. So it's not really necessary to try to rush to travel anywhere. The cards are definitely saying that this is going to be a situation in which it will cause some extreme exhaustion trying to get from one place to the other without any harm done to you, because of the way the country is being set up. So you want to make sure that if you are going to be traveling, that you are traveling for a good reason, a good intention. You have a reason, a purpose to get out there, not just because you want to go kick it and you're tired of sitting in the house, okay? So we're going to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. He says, damn. T. Will says, damn. I know, right? Damn. You got to get out there, and you got to make sure that what you're traveling for, the reason why you are out there traveling, is something that is definitely necessary for you all to be doing while you are traveling. And then the other question that I had was, and that was by Zornell, was relationships. So we can do relationships as a whole. We just won't do it as a personal thing. We can do like what's going on with everybody's relationships. What is everybody being tested with relationship wise, as far as individual relationships. We will not cover those. But something that we all need to be looking out if you are in a relationship for. We will definitely pull some cards on that. And again, I am using the Words of Truth Tarot deck. This is an oracle deck. Look what this originally cost. I'm just not tripping off of that. This originally cost $39 when I bought it. These are out of print cards, so there's no more left in the whole entire row because they're out of print. They were $350.
I was just about to say those cards range like $400.
Yeah, $350. This shit cost $39 when it first came out.
And I shade everybody.
That's Baba D, you guys. Baba D says Ashe to all who are watching. Ashe, Ashe, no worries, T-Will. I appreciate you stopping by. And let's do something on relationships, what we all need to be looking out for in relationships, or what we need to be doing in our current relationships, what we need to pay attention to in our current relationships. And then we're going to do relationships as a whole. I feel like the relationship that you were speaking of would be like the intimacy between two spouses, two partners. So we'll go with that and not just overall relationships, because this is an oracle deck. And if we're not specific, then it'll pretty much give us anything. It'll start throwing out words like toast or something. Carrot. So we want to make sure that we are specific. So those who are in relationships that are in spousal situations or with a mate, what is it that we need to be looking out for? Alignment. And that's a really good one. When you're in a relationship with someone, you want to make sure that you guys are aligned. You want to make sure that you guys are on the same page mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. This is something important. Even the Bible speaks of being equally yoked with someone, you know? So when you're in a relationship with someone, you want to make sure that you guys are in alignment with each other. Definitely want to make sure you guys are in alignment with each other. We got the female card. So that's always a good sign. If this was a guy who asked about this question, it looks like there's a female headed right on up in there. Definitely, definitely. And that women energy is coming really, really powerfully on the earth right now. That great mother energy, that divine feminine energy is coming back around the earth. What else do we need to look out for and with relationships? Generational patterns. Okay, so you want to make sure that if you are someone who dealt with a lot of divorce or someone who dealt with a lot of domestic violence and abuse, you want to look out for those things. You want to make sure that in looking at those relationships that you had as examples in your life, if those relationships were not healthy, to look out for those signs. Divorce is something that's a generational pattern, you know? Cheating is something that's a generational pattern. Typically, men who have examples of good men in their lives do not cheat. If they have a father that is faithful to their mother, or they have a mother that's faithful to their wife, or they're both showing love to each other, they both equally do for each other, then usually you will end up with a child who has witnessed that, who acts the same way in relationships. You will see that that child will be faithful to their spouse. You will see that that child will love their spouse and do for their spouse, just as he was taught with his elders. If you have someone who was abused and they witnessed their parents being abusive and they witnessed their daddy always cursing out their mom and their mom was always, beating on their dad, or however that situation may end up, is how they usually are when they get older. They end up being habitual cheaters, habitual liars, abusive, domestic violence. You want to look out for those signs that were in your generational patterns. What did you have in your generational pattern as far as relationships? What examples did you have? And if they were negative examples, you want to make sure that you are avoiding those at all costs. If they were good examples and you see that, then you know that you need to go for that relationship. You need to go for that relationship. If you had a loving mother, a loving father who were with you, and you see that that reflects in the other person that you're interested in, then that's a relationship that you definitely want to give a chance. If you're seeing generational patterns like abuse and, domestic violence, and you find someone that you will want to be with and they are showing these patterns, you need to run. You need to go the other way, and you need to do it fast. Quickly, fast, in a hurry. That's what you need to do. Hold on, you guys. I have to check my Facebook. It looks like we did get some people coming in from the Facebook. Ashe. Okay, so it says facts. That's real. This is a good one. All right, let's see what else we have to look forward to with these relationships. You want to come on here, Baba D? Are you good? You want to roll that up for me? Roll that up for me. Okay, Baba D is not going to join us for this live. Future, okay? So if you don't see yourself with that person for an extended period of time, then you might want to go ahead and just leave that person alone. And we're speaking on relationships. If you have just joined us, we're doing an overall relationships. What you need to be looking out for, what you need to watch for. I mean, that's what we're basically looking for. So if you don't see a future with a person, then you're wasting your time. If you don't see an immediate future with that person, then you're wasting your time. When you get in a relationship with someone, the goal is not to be engaged for 10 years. The goal is not even to be engaged for 2 or 3 years. The goal is to move forward. If you don't see a future with this person, then you're wasting your time and you're wasting their time, and you may need to go ahead and just let that go. If you can't plan for the future with this person, you need to let that go. So that's something to definitely be looking out for. I'm checking these comments as we go. Do I think poisonous spider bites are spiritual, says T. Will. Absolutely. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Spiders in general are spiritual. There is a spider who puts me in the mind frame of Papa Legba, and his name is Anisi. And he spins webs. He loves him. I mean, he's cool with me too. He spins webs, and that's how he catches people. So if you are bitten by a spider, that's definitely a spiritual sign. However, if the poison does not affect you, that's also a sign spiritually that they could have tried it, but it didn't succeed. Anisi actually is a pretty cool energy, a pretty cool spirit. You guys want to go ahead and study him. He was a trickster energy, just like Papa Legba, but he was very, very, very slick with it. Anisi has also taught me personally how to move. If you want to do something to someone spiritually or whatnot, you have to move kind of like a spider, like a sniper. You have to move in that manner. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to fuck you up with this magic. I'm going to put this work on you. That is not at all how spirit works. Spiders are very calculated when they spin their webs, when they do what they do, So everybody research Anisi. And let's see. Nayla Riddle says, I cashed out you and it needs to be completed. Thanks for the Cash App, Nayla Riddle. And I'm going to go ahead and check that out. And then we want to go ahead and get your reading started. If you could, Nayla, while I go ahead and check out my Cash App, make sure I get that payment completed for you. Type your question in the card. We will do your one question, and then we will pull 4 cards on your question, and we will get you some answers. Okay? And T. Will says, while we're checking that and we're waiting on that, T. Will says he just started to collect spiders. And if you did just start to collect spiders, you may very well be an Anisi type figure yourself. And if you love spiders, that's definitely a sign for Anisi. I like Anisi himself, but when he shows up as a spider, I'm like, what in the hell? Right, like what in the hell? Okay. So it looks like I did receive your payment. Your payment has went through. If you don't mind if you have a specific question, I want you to type it in the comments section. And if you would just like a regular overall general reading, which would be 4 cards, which means what spirit has to say to you, we will allow the spirit to speak and give you a message. But if you would like to hear something from the spirit, then we will go ahead and... Okay, so she said, what is the best path for me spiritually right now? I am currently using LHP. What is LHP? Do you know, Baba D? Yeah. I don't know. That's why I just asked you. She says, what is the best path for me spiritually right now? I'm currently using LHP. Can you clarify what LHP is for me? Oh, left hand path. Oh, yes, honey. What do you mean? What is the best path for you spiritually right now? The left hand path is the best path to be on, because the left hand path is going to allow you to make your own choices, to control your own reality. It's going to allow you to create your reality. It's going to allow you to not be in a position where you have to have someone in between you and the spiritual realm. The left hand path is the path that I'm on. where there's a direct connection between you and spirit. You do not need a babaluau. You do not need a godparent. You do not need a priest. It's going to be you and the spirits. Let's go ahead and pull some cards on that for you and see what the spirit has to say about your left-hand path decision. But ultimately, because you are left-hand path, it's your decision. I mean, they really probably won't even have much to say about that, but we're going to let them deliver the message to you how they see fit. I'm just getting my cards all shuffled up. Yeah, the left-hand path is simply about balancing that light and that darkness evenly, not being too much love and light, not being too much darkness. If you are all love and light, you are in balance. If you are all darkness, you are in balance. You have to learn how to balance those things together. Right, that true path is that middle path. Okay. So come on, spirits, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Come on through here and give our sister some advice on her left-handed path journey. And Dee says she sent via PayPal general reading, please. We will give you a general reading. You are going to be right after Miss, I want to say it's Nayla Riddle. I love that name, Nayla Riddle. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and speak with Mama Marie. And Mama Marie would like to come forth, and that's Mama Marie Laveau. And we will speak to her directly through these cards. At first, we were just speaking with the oracle, but now we're going to actually speak to a spirit. Ashe to Mama Marie Laveau. Integrity. Okay? And this is important when you are on a left-hand path, because it is so easy on the left-hand path to get caught up in egotistical shit. It's so easy on the left-hand path to think that you are God above all gods. And yes, we are gods. And yes, we are walking gods in the flesh. But we also have to humble ourselves before our elders. So on your left-hand path, make sure that you are doing things that will maintain the integrity that is within you. Because when you are left-handed path, you feel like, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I just got to this point myself, where you will basically feel as if and you run shit. And you do run shit because you're on a left-hand path. But there are elder spirits above you that if you're not keeping that integrity high and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, that will come down and quickly sit your ass down. I'm just being honest with you. So make sure that on this left-hand path, you are keeping that integrity high. You learned your morals and all of that stuff before you even got on this path. It's a good idea to keep those morals. And it's a good idea to not use your power to go attacking people. Okay? Even if they do something that is offensive to you, do not use your power to go attacking people, because that is not keeping good integrity. Okay? What else do we have for her on this left-handed path journey? Any advice that we can give her? Spirits, Mama Marie Laveau. Move in love. That's what I was just saying, basically. You know, you need to move in love, because that's the way to do it. A lot of people get into this left-handed path and then they feel like, fuck everybody. I don't got to respect you. I'm God, like I said. But the real way to walk in the left-handed path is in love. Okay? Now, you can fuck people up. You definitely can fuck people up. But that power is only to be used in a means of self-defense. That's it. And protecting yourself. That's it. So for the most part, on the left-hand path, and me walking the left-hand path, these spirits have had to definitely sit my ass down and say, no, you're not doing this right. You need to walk in love. And you always need to consider your elder spirits, meaning, you know, we don't worship Papa Legba. We don't worship Baron Sambi. We don't worship Mama Marie Laveau. But we do give them love, honor, and respect, proper representation, and proper presentation. So that is very important for you to understand, because if you don't walk your left-hand path right, there are spirits that will come and check you. And a lot of people feel like, I'm on the left-hand path, I don't have to listen to no spirit, but you do. If you get to a point when you're on a left-hand path where you like, I'm God, I run shit, like I said you are, but just in your reality. But if you get to that point where I'm God and I run shit and you're so high up, because the left-hand path can take you there, because you start to get more power and you start to walk in more authority. If you get to that point where you're like, I'm God and I don't need no help, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God. When you get in trouble down here, your ancestors, your angels, your guides will not come to help you. Why? Because you God and you should be able to handle it. So always move in love. Always move in love. What else do you have for her, Mama Marie? What else advice do you have for her on this left-hand path? You are in the right place, appropriate place. This is the path that you're supposed to be on. So you don't need to question that anymore. This is the path that you need to be on, but you do need to be walking your path in integrity and in love. Because any other way will lead to self-destruction. Because that ego gonna come way harder at you on a left-hand path than it would be a right-hand path, because you don't have that middle human to sit your ass down. Like if you're on a right-hand path and you're in E5 or you're in, Voodoo or whatnot, and you're in a right-hand path, what's going to happen is you're going to have that priest or that Baba Luau that's going to say, oh, you can't do this. You can't do this. But you can do this because you are right on the right-hand path. You just got to make sure that you are moving strategically and that you are moving in love, whatever you do, no matter what happens. Your ancestors, your angels, and guides are here to fuck those people up for you, so you don't even really have to go there. Okay? And I don't know why they're telling me this about you. I can't see my comments, but I will look down in a second. I don't know why they're telling me this about you, but I feel like you got some type of people that are like spiritually trying to question what it is that you're doing, or saying that this isn't the right way or this is the wrong way and you need to do it this way. And no, you do not. The left-hand path is the path of pleasure. That's always a good one. That is always a good one, because this is going to allow you to indulge in the creations that you have created for your reality. This is going to allow you to experience the finer things in life, the things that you desire in life, the things that you want in life, and at your pace. As long as it aligns with the pace of the spirit, at your pace, you will be able to have the pleasures in life that you desire. Okay? So I'm going to look at your... All right. And Gigi Joseph said, what is the PayPal? The PayPal is paypal.me/Bela, or the PayPal and the Cash App is down in the description bar. And that's where you guys can find those links at. Let me see how many cards that was. That was 4 cards, and that was for Miss Neela. And Miss Neela says, I might be a god, but they're tinctured spirits. Yeah, they are, but they gotta help you too. They definitely gotta help you on your way down here while you're here. Because should you come up to any type of opposition while you're here, if they if you too high up in your God ego status, they will not help you, because they figure, well, she's God, she got it, and we don't want that. All right, so that was your 4 cards. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that that gave you a little bit of insight on which direction you need to continue to walk in and what you need to do while you're walking. So the next person that is up is DDS's, and she wants a general reading, what Spirit has to say. I'm going to put those cards back in, and I will shuffle in between reading. I'm going to have Baba D over here checking this PayPal, so I don't have to keep on stopping and looking. And when you guys say you guys send it, then he'll just check it, and then we'll just go from there, because I can't just stop and then keep going. Oh, hold on. I'm giving it to Baba D. All right. So I do see that PayPal in there. Who does that say that's from? That was for Neela. We got Neela. Everybody, this is Baba D. Baba Darkness, if you haven't met him yet. Ashe. All right. Miss Dee, we got you. We got you. Let me go ahead and shuffle for you. All right, so we're going to do a general reading, what Spirit has to say. And I'm going to go down to my comments while I'm here. Oh, you're so welcome, Miss Nayla. You are so welcome. All right, what do we have for our sister Dee Dee? Mama Marie, she needs a general reading. Truth. Okay, so when I touch on this card, Dee Dee, this is saying to me that you have been searching for truth. This is saying for me that you're definitely going to get that truth. The Spirit is trying to lead you in a direction for you to receive the truth that you are looking for. That said, it's coming to the light. The truth will be coming to the light for you. So you need to hold on. Give us some more. Oh, and they also are saying that there's a particular situation that you are looking for truth in, a particular situation that you have been waiting to see some truth in. They are going to bring that out to the light. Dee Dee, you do have the death card. And I want to explain to everyone on this live that death does not mean that Dee Dee is going to die. That's not what this means. Death does not mean that that's what this means. Death card means an end of one cycle and the beginning of another. Okay? And I'm sure that this death card has something to do with that truth card, that situation there that you were trying to find truth in.
The truth lies in death.
Right. The truth does lie in death. The truth lies in death simply because it's the beginning. Mm-hmm. It's the newness of a situation. They have to close one door before they can open another. That's all. So whatever this death card has something to do with that situation that you're seeking truth about, and I do feel like this is some type of a relationship situation that you're seeking truth in and that you're seeking truth about. So it very well may be that that situation is going to come to an end. Oh, today is your brother's 9th anniversary of being killed. Ashe to your brother. Ashe to Gede Nebo. Ashe to being criminal. Those are the energies that surround that. Fluidity. The spirits are trying to get you to a point to where you are able to fluidly communicate with them, fluidly talk to them, fluidly get information from the ethers from them. Okay? That's what's going on with the situation. It's time for you to get some answers, Dee Dee. It's time for you to step into that truth and that fluidity and that closure. You need to break some generational patterns. So this tells me that you are the chosen one in your bloodline. Okay? You are the one that the spirits will choose to speak to communicate to break those generational patterns in your family. Now, this is only a 4-card reading, but the spirit is telling me to keep going with you. So I'm going to pull some more cards with this situation, and I'm not charging any more for that because I feel like they want me to keep going for you. And they're saying just 3 more cards, just 3 more cards. So I'm going to give you 3 more cards, and I'm going to do it because the spirit is leading me to do so. And then I did see that Keshanta Redding has sent a Cash App, and she would like a general reading. And I do see that. And I do see one from Peggy as well. I don't see Peggy on here. So let me find you. Peggy, if you're still in the chat room, please say something. If you're still in the chat. Let me give you these 3 more cards. Oh, okay. So these are going to be from your brother. He wants to speak. We're going to allow him to speak. We're going to allow him to speak. That's what we're going to do. He says he loves you. Okay? He loves you very much. This is an unconditional love. He says he's been around you all day long and that you have been able to feel him on your shoulders. The warmth on your shoulders. Just a warmth around you in general. And that is the love that he was giving you. He said he's been surrounding you with that all day. D, D says, oh my God, which means I'm hitting something. That's what that means. That means that I'm on point. That means that it is true. Her brother has been around her all day. He has been surrounding her in this warmth and this love energy because he wanted you to know that you are loved. He also wants you to stop mourning him. You have to stop mourning him. He is not sad. He is okay. He says, I've been elevated. There's no reason. He said, quit tripping off a how I left here because that is no longer relevant. Just know that I'm okay. Okay? Right. He just rejoined the ranks. I need you to be checking that Cash App and that PayPal. I got people coming in saying they're sending stuff. Evolution. That's why he wants you to let this shit go. Let that mourning go. Evolution, is time for you to evolve, Didi. It's time for you to evolve. You are the one to break the generational curses in your family. It is time for you to evolve so that you can do so that you can come into the truth. That truth is also whatever that relationship situation is. But that truth is also you walking into that truth. All right. You better make it good, Didi's brother, because it's your last card. So give her something good. Give her something she can ride on for the next year or so. Manifestation. It is time for you to create your reality. It is time for you to manifest the things in your life that you desire. That's that fluidity, that spirit flowing through you fluidly, the power flowing through you fluidly. Okay, so Gigi Joseph is Peggy. And we got you, Gigi Joseph. You understand what he's saying to you, Didi? It's time for you to do it. You got this. You don't have nothing to be afraid of. Stop mourning your brother. He's okay. He's saying, I'm okay. He's saying, I love you. And you are surrounded by love. Where's that card at? You are surrounded by love. Light him a white candle. Give him some water. Venerate him. When you evolve, he evolves. And then when he evolves, everybody else that went past before you, they evolve. And then when you evolve, the children that you bring into the world, they evolve already. That's that generational curse breaking right there. So as you growing and you're repairing your DNA inside of you, if you were to birth any children, your children's children, the children that will come from your line will evolve as well. You will have broken the generational patterns, D, okay? So who was next? So we got Keshanta Redding, and she wants a general reading. Let me shuffle these cards up, and then we have Gigi Joseph, and that is who we will work with. I'm sorry, Gigi is first, and then it's we apologize. We're trying to go in order. Yeah. Gigi is actually first, and then we will be on Keshanta Redding. And Didi, thank you so much for joining. I hope that really resonated with you guys. I just feel your brother's love still around me, and it's so loving, it's so warm, it's so gentle, and it's so kind. And I do appreciate the energy that he brings to you and to the room. So I shade to him. And Gigi is first, and she would like a general reading, what Spirit has to say. We need to know what Spirit has to say to Gigi. We'll speak. We'll speak. We'll speak. We'll speak. What does Spirit have to say to Gigi? Gigi, you need to be focusing on your destiny. What did you come to this earth to do? What is your life mission? What is your life purpose? This is what you need to be focused on. Okay? You can delete that. This is what you need to be focused on. Your destiny, your path. Give me some backup with this. Show me something else. Repression. And I just looked up this word, decline request. I just looked up this word today. And that means to take something by force. Something or someone by force. You need to take your destiny by force. World Famous Lives would like a general reading. We will get you in ASAP. You can hit that Cash App with that midnight special reading, and that will be either in the description bar for the Cash App or in the description bar for the PayPal. Hit that up, and we'll go ahead and get you to the list. Dee, you need to be taking your destiny by force. No sitting around like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with myself, sad. Like, when is my life going to start? When am I going to start doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing? You need to take it by force. Understand that. Authenticity. This is what's going to hold you. You need to be keeping it real. You need to be as real as you possibly can be. Authentic. Nothing like it. Genuine. When you step onto your path, there shall be no half-stepping, no side-stepping. You need to be ready to come with that real. And you need to be ready to deal with the real. Whatever is down that path, you need to be able to deal with it. You need to be able to function in it. So take that destiny by force and be real. That's really the only way you're going to make it, because, see, the spirits are eliminating all who aren't real anyways. If you're not really real, you will be eliminated by the spirits anyways. What else do you have to say to Miss Gigi? Right here, right here. Lying. You need to be real. You need to be honest. I'm listening to the spirits as they speak to me. You need to let go of some, they're saying, vindictiveness. You need to not be vindictive. Do not try to get back at anyone. And this is what the spirit is saying. That is going to put you in a position to lose. Okay? So be honest, be real, be authentic. These two cards coming right back to back next to each other mean a lot. Real and fake. Real and fake. Real and fake. Choose which one you're going to be and stick with it. If you are the fake one, the spirits will eliminate you. And I'm just being honest, not you personally. I'm speaking to everyone when I say that line there. If you're not being real, the spirits will eliminate you, no matter who you are. This is not just for Gigi. This is for everyone on this live, everyone who sees this live, whenever they see this live. If you're not being real, you will be eliminated. Exactly. The Barons. So, grab your destiny by force, Gigi. And keep it real all the way down the line. Anything that is not true, lies, liars, get them out of your path. Get them away from you. Do not be vindictive. I don't know where that's coming from. There's no card saying that, but there are spirits here, and they are saying let go of any vindictiveness. If someone has done you wrong, they're going to pay for it. Understand that. If someone has done you wrong, they will pay for it. You are not the hand to bring down the justice on these people. You focus on grabbing that destiny by force. And that is it. You grab your destiny by force. That's all you do. And let the spirits take care of whoever has done wrong by you. And you keep it real. That's the most important part right here. You keep it real. Anybody with a lion spirit, a lion tongue, let it go. Let them go. Get them from around you. Ashe, that was your 4 cards. I hope that resonated with you. I hope you do what they're telling you to do. And I believe that you're going to be just fine if you just keep it 100 with the spirit realm and with yourself above all. And with the spirit realm, because they use telepathy, they can hear your thoughts. They can hear everything that you're saying. Let me hear that. Everything that you're doing, everything that you're thinking. So there's no getting around a spirit or trying to trick a spirit or saying, I meant this when you really meant that, because they know what you really meant already. Okay? Are you checking my stuff here? Okay, so who is next? Let me show these cards up. And it was Kishanta that was next, right?
Yep.
All right, Kishanta, we're going on to you. We're going to go on to you. And yes, guys, I do smoke cigarettes. If you don't know me, I do. As I'm shuffling, 3 cards came out already. And it's your general reading. And when cards hop out of my deck, I take it as that's what the spirit wants me to give you. So I'm going to give you those 3 that popped out, and then I'm going to pull another one, but we can work with these 3 right now. They all popped out. So, Kishanta, the spirits have been doing an overview over you. They've been watching you. They've been looking at your life. They've been looking at your movement, and they've been seeing how you are. They see that there is a great deal of fear. I'm going to give that back to him so I can talk. They see that there is a great deal of fear that you're dealing with, and this is fear concerning the spiritual realm. You need to let that go. You know that you have a spiritual responsibility, and it's time for you to get on it. You have a calling that you have not answered. Kishanta, if you're still here, let me know. Put something down there in the chat room. Let me know that you're hearing this. The spirits have been watching you. They've been looking over you, and they have noticed that you have a fear inside of you concerning spiritual things. And it may be a fear of just simply the darkness. And the darkness is nothing but the unknown. And that is perfectly fine, because if you don't know what something is, then you're going to be a little afraid of it. But they're saying do not be afraid, because you have a responsibility over there in that darkness, over there in that spiritual realm. No reason for anyone to be afraid of the spiritual realm, because when it's all said and done, you will end up in the spirit realm regardless. There's no way to hide it. There's nowhere where you can run from it. Every human that has ever lived on this planet has ended up in a spiritual realm of some sort at the end of it. So you do not need to be afraid of that. What else do you have to say to our beautiful sister, Kishanta? Denial. Okay? And they're telling me this is a denial of your gifts, a denial of what you feel like you should be doing. It's like they're telling you need to be healing or something of that nature. And you're like, I don't think I can do it. Or I don't know if I should be doing it. Or I don't know if I should be doing this. Or I don't know if I should be doing that. You need to step up and take charge and quit letting that fear take over you. Quit letting that fear take over you. Fear is simply something that you created in your mind. Fear is not even real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. She said, hitting it on the head. That's what I'm talking about. You know, that's false evidence appearing real. So if you manifest and your thoughts become reality, right? That means that whatever you have fear of, that's something that you created in your mind. So the same way that you created that fear, you can conquer that fear in your mind. What I did was to get over my fear. I imagined the worst thing possible in a meditation. And then I went over there and I chopped it up in my meditation. So when it's time for me to come spiritually to do spiritual things, I'm like, okay, well, I already killed the fear or whatever I thought I was afraid of that could be in the darkness. And that's the meditation that you can do. Sit and imagine the worst possible thing possible that you could be scared of that may be in that darkness. And then while you're in your meditation and you're awake and you are aware, chop that motherfucker head off. And that'll help you move forward in your meditation if you go ahead and do that. So those are your 4 cards. It's time for you to take responsibility. Handle your responsibility, your job spiritually. I'm feeling like healing was the right word. Healing is the right word for you. You are a healer. That is your responsibility to the spirit realm, to yourself, to the earth. You need to be out here healing people, and you don't need to be afraid to do so. Do not deny what you already know you have power inside of yourself to do. And she says, Kishanta says, I read as well, and I have been putting it off, but I read certain people, but not all, because I am afraid. You should always be careful who you're opening your energy to as a reader. So that type of fear is healthy. I don't want to say it should be fear. It should be more or less an intuition and not a fear. So if you're feeling like, oh, let me not open myself up to this person, don't do it. That's not a fear. That's an intuition. That's your higher self saying that person got bad ass energy. That's what that is. Okay? So I hope that resonated with you. You did put in the comments that it definitely did resonate with you. You guys can book full readings through my email, through Facebook. All of those descriptions are in the description bar. Those full general readings are going to be $45. I thought I would just come on and hit you guys with a quick special for the midnight hour. We'll keep this up for 1 hour, so this will end. We will end this live at 1 a.m. because we don't want to keep going all night. But I will do the midnight special until then. And then the next person up that we have is anybody? Nobody. World Famous Lives. Did you do the general reading or no? I don't know if World Famous Lives are still here or if that person is not here anymore. But if you are here, you are next on the list. And come on through. And we will wait like 5, seconds on this person to come through to see what the spirit has to say to that person as well. And if they are not going to come through, then what we will do at this point is we will answer a few general questions, and that will be for free. And then we'll go ahead and close it out because we're not going to wait forever. But I will keep it open till 1 a.m. if someone wanted that. If you guys want to check out the ASHAISreal business page on Facebook, you can check out some reviews there. You guys can check out our services tab, check out our price list for our readings, the different type of readings that we offer. We offer Orisha readings, we offer Ori readings, we offer pendulum readings, we offer general readings, we offer medium services with Baron Sambi, who is the keeper of the graveyard, where I will be speaking to a crossed over loved one for you, just as I did our sister Dee Dee here in the live. If you guys would like those full readings, you guys can check that out on the Facebook group. On the Facebook page. The Instagram is ASHAISreal_717. You guys are able to book there as well. We have 2 Facebook groups. We have, what do we have? We have Isu's Keys to Chaos. And if you guys are familiar with Isu, that is another face of Papa Legba. And we have that group, and that is an open group on Facebook for anyone to join. We also have the Ethers. And the Ethers is also on Facebook. That is a closed group in which we do teach how to connect with the spirits, how to connect with the Orishas. You can ask questions there and get your questions answered for free. That's like our little mini family there as well. And everybody pretty much helps everybody. Everybody feeds everybody the knowledge there. Isu's Keys to Chaos, you're going to need to be extra careful while you're in there, because if you know who Isu is, then you know that is that trickster energy. But that is why we created the group. Only the strong will survive in that group. If you are on your shit spiritually, you will be just fine. Okay, so I'm going to check these comments out. All right, so at this time, I'm going to open this up because I don't see anybody that wants a midnight special reading. For that 12 o'clock hour at $12. We will open it up for general questions, stuff that have to do with the world. If you guys wanted to pull a couple cards on a particular situation with like a celebrity or something like that, we will go ahead and do that at this time, and we'll keep that open for a couple minutes. Other than that, we are going to go ahead and close out because I don't see nobody else coming up in this room. So I'm checking my Facebook now, you guys. All right, so we did get a couple people from the actual Facebook page and the live. Yeah, okay. All right, you guys. Well, I don't see any questions. I'm not seeing this comment chat move or anything like that. And I'm kind of tired anyway, so I do appreciate you guys. Okay, hold on. We got a question. All right, so Neela says, near where I live, there's an abandoned graveyard that was at one point dedicated to the slaves on the local plantation. It has been completely abandoned by the city, so I've taken upon myself to try and restore it and clean it up. What offerings can I make to the spirits there to bring them comfort and peace? Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is a beautiful question. That is a beautiful situation all around together. So Baron Sambi, who as the head, he heads my readings. He has all of my readings. He also is the head of the graveyards. Mama Bridget, she's the head of the graveyards. And the Gades, those would be the graveyards. So what you want, and those are the spirits of the graveyards. If this was a slave graveyard, then that is definitely something that belongs to us. You definitely want to bring them flowers. Baron Sambi, you want to bring something to them as well as you're coming to the graveyard. He loves rum, cigars, tobacco. He likes chicken bones. Like, you can clean up some chicken bones. Like, if you eat meat and your meat has bones, clean those bones up. And you can wash them off really good. And you can also make those offerings there. What else do they like? They like spicy things. They like peppers. They like coffee. They like, what else do they like? Sexual things. They like jokes too. They like a lot of sexual things, and they like jokes. So the graveyard spirits also represent life as well, because after death there is a new beginning. That means one ending of something and the beginning of something. So if you wanted to bring them things that represent life as well, like fertility. What is that? What is that? What is that? I'm trying to think of this fish that they like. Uh, Crawfish. That's a sign of fertility, like life again, for those spirits that are trying to reincarnate, those spirits that want to come back into the earth. You can bring them the shells of crawfish to the graveyard, because that will help those spirits that want to reincarnate to come on back through. That is that crawfish shell is a sign of fertility. So that is an excellent, excellent, excellent scenario there. Why Eden? Shay, I have a question. Is it necessary for narcissists to exist? Of course, it's necessary for narcissists to exist. Oh, also, Nayla, water. They like water too, so make sure that you bring water. You will be blessed for taking care of these ancestor spirits. Why Eden? I'm going to answer your question in a second. They like water as well, and they're telling me to tell you, Neela, that you will be greatly blessed because of that. You may have a Mama Oya spirit about you, or Mama Bridget spirit about you, that you would even want to go ahead and take the time to go ahead and clean up a graveyard for our ancestors. The ancestors will bless you greatly. They will provide for you greatly. They will take care of you greatly because you are taking care of them. Make sure you bring them lots of water, lots of fresh flowers, that rum. They like to party. They will forever, forever protect you for that. So that question about the narcissist to exist. It's definitely necessary for a narcissist to exist. Narcissists exist for the empaths to see who they really are, in my opinion. Most empaths attract narcissists in their lives, so that the narcissist will either make them stronger, or they will drain them of their power, of their necessary power. Being around a narcissist will help you to describe whether or not you are going to sink or swim in this life. Are you going to grow? Are you going to evolve? Are you going to become who you really need to do? Because I've been in several relationships with narcissists and they've only made me stronger. But had I been weak, I probably wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in right now, because they are going to try to break you down. They're going to try to break down every aspect of your life and control you and blame you for whatever may go wrong in their life. If you are around a narcissist, my advice for you is to leave. Get away from them. And if you're married to them, it don't matter if you're married to them, because I've been married to narcissists too. It doesn't even matter if you're married to them. You're going to have to at one point pick you or them, because you got to think like a narcissist. If you're dealing with a narcissist, the narcissist is going to be like, it's either going to be her or me, or, that's basically how they think. It's going to be her or me. And you know that they're not going to want it to be them, so it's going to be you. So they're going to come with those abusive tactics to break you down, the physical abuse, the verbal abuse, just throwing shit around, whatever they may be doing to instill some type of fear in you and to bring you down from what you should be feeling high, like when you should be feeling high of yourself and you should be feeling good of yourself. They're going to try whatever they can do to break you down. So if anyone is dealing with that situation, dealing with a narcissist, you're going to need to choose to either sit there and allow them to abuse you mentally, emotionally. All narcissists are not physically abusive. Some of them are just emotionally abusive, financially abusive, and controlling in other ways versus physically harming you. I would advise you to run, period. point blank. Go the other direction, because a narcissist loves to attract himself to an empath, someone that has light energy so they can drain them. A narcissist is another word for energy vampire.
Parasite.
A parasite, you
That's
know?
literally what they are.
That's basically what narcissists are. And Anila says, I was actually told that I should be a death doula. I enjoy the dead. Glad to be of service. Ashe. You are my Mom Bridget all the way.
Ashe to
You are my
you.
Mom Bridget all the way. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
She's a part of the family.
And T. Will says, yes, psychic vampires. That's exactly what narcissists are. They are psychic vampires. They can see something in you that you don't even see in you. And then they're going to try to destroy that before you even know it's there, so you never tap into it. So you have to be very, very careful with that, because you don't want them to drain your life, to take your life, to suck all of your energy dry, because they're good for it, and they will do it, and they will leave you high and dry after they feel like you are no longer a valid energy source for them. They have to have something to thrive off of. So if they can't suck you out of any more energy, they're gonna leave you high and dry and go find the next victim. That's what narcissists do. I definitely would go into looking into being a death doula, simply because that is something that you enjoy doing. That is a beautiful thing. I've been working with the dead for basically all of my life. Being able to hear ancestor spirits, being able to talk to ancestor spirits, being able to communicate with them. Sometimes they talk and I don't even want to talk to them. So, but yeah, that's something that you definitely need to look into. And they have really accepted you as their own. Those spirits really do appreciate what you are doing for them. That was something that they actually assigned for you to do. And I'm just going to be honest with you, that's something that they decided for you to do. They would have to choose someone to come in and care for their graves. And they're not just going to choose for anyone. They're going to give someone the notion who they know is going to do it right to serve them. And that's just how it goes. That is just how it goes, you guys. So do we have any more spiritual questions in the room? We have about 15 more minutes left in the midnight special hour. So if you wanted to get that $12 4-card pool reading four-card pool reading, then you will go ahead and make your payment. Cash App is in the description bar. PayPal is in the description bar. We also offer full readings, and those full readings you can book by going in the description bar and contact me, one of the 3 ways that are there, by email, by Instagram, or by Facebook. Also, you guys don't forget to check out that Facebook page where we have those reviews of our products, of our readings, and of my services in general. We have a price list of the services we offer. We do sell spiritual products. We do spiritual work for people, and we do readings. And we would like you guys to check that out. So if you guys don't have any more questions, then let me know. All right. And Kishana says she can't wait to get her past life reading. I do mediumship work. I speak with all the dead. If you weren't just here at the beginning of this reading, we did actually have Dee Dee's brother come through. And he was able to speak through and give her a message of love and let her know. If you go up in the comments, you will see where I explained to her how her brother had been around her all day, giving her this warm feeling around her shoulders, just showering her with love. And she was able to confirm in the comment section that that actually happened to her today. So that is how you know that I can do the medium work, because I can definitely hear the spirits speaking to me. Those readings are going to be done with, again, Baron Sambi and Maman Bridget, because they are the gatekeepers to the graveyard. They are the intermediate between life and death. They are the ones that will allow your ancestors to come through and speak to me. It is very beautiful, Neela. And Dee Dee says, definitely confirmed. Definitely confirmed. That is so beautiful, Neela. I really do feel like that is your calling. And I hope to one day be able to meet you, because I'm doing, my little work here with the dead. And it's been quite the experience, you guys. Quite the experience being able to communicate with the dead and being able to talk to the dead. They help me in ways unimaginable. They help me to avoid a lot of situations in my life that could have been leading me to a graveyard, leading me to a casket. And they have helped me avoid that on several different occasions. They have also helped me to find some of the things down here that I need to put my hand into, that I need to study, that I need to go to. They have knowledge. The ancestors have knowledge beyond what a book can give you. So connecting with the dead is something that is very sacred. As long as they're dealt with love, honor, and respect, you should have no problems with connecting with your dead loved ones. They're not dead, actually at all. They're actually alive. They're very well alive. Just like Dee Dee's brother, she's like, "Hey, stop warning me. I'm chilling. I'm good." You know. So definitely enjoy working with these graveyard energies and the graveyard spirits. Definitely enjoy that. And let's see who else has something to say. I've got to go down my comments, you guys. And Kishanta says, thanks for my reading. You're so very welcome, hon. If you guys would like, you guys can leave reviews on that ASHAISreal page as well. And Nayla says she is in Austin, Texas. So anytime. All right. I'm surrounded by the dead. Most people in my family have died rough deaths. So tons of spirits have been hanging around. I'll check your page for mediumship rates. Okay, definitely. And the people in your family that have died rough deaths, that would be under Baron Sambi as well. That would be under, and that's why I gave Ashe when she said that her brother was killed violently. That would be under Baron Sambi. That would be Gede Nebo, and that would be Baron Criminal, right? Violently.
Violently.
Or rough, violently or rough deaths.
It would really be bad
For the violent.
Yes.
The hitman.
Like,
right. Okay. Yeah.
Not
you're right.
necessarily in the category of this type of death or that type of death. Is more of when somebody has to go. He's the person that goes and fulfills that order. But people that die violent deaths is more of a damn criminal type of energy.
Yeah. So those are also spirits that can be reached through Baron Sambi and through the Barons. And the Barons are actually like what do I call them? Like ancestor spirits. The Barons are actually a council over death. So like a big court, like a judge, like a supreme court over death. So they would sit on a council.
They're like gated that have achieved their own individual acclaim.
All right. And Nayla says my father and his brother were murdered and my mom died of cancer, and her mom, rough. That is very, very, very rough. But these spirits simply transformed. The death card that we pull definitely does not mean a physical death. It means the beginning. And that's something that we learn when we deal with Baron Sambi and we deal with Mama Bridget. When we deal with death energies, they explain to us what death is and how it works and how it's not an ending, it's a beginning, it's a continuous cycle. I'm here in Louisiana, and the reason why the people in New Orleans dance after, and they're dancing really sexually, like when they have that carnival and stuff like that, and this is after the funeral, they're walking down the street and they're still dancing really sexual, because the death energies understand that when the life is over, life must then be again created, sex. So that's why they're dancing. They're also dancing in New Orleans when they're doing their little, their little thing after the funerals. They're also dancing because they don't want any of those negative energies to attach themselves to them, so they keep their bodies moving so the spirits can't stick to them. So that's why they're dancing. So they're keeping their bodies moving so the spirits cannot stick to them as well. So if you guys have not seen my Baron Sambi video, please go to the video section on the ASHAISreal YouTube page. And I have a 2-part video explaining the graveyard energies. I have a 2-part video explaining Baron Sambi, Mama Bridget, and the Gades, and what they do and how they work and how they operate. And this is going to give you all a better understanding of death, no matter how the person may have died. It's going to give you a better understanding of what actually happens when they cross over, what the process is, how it goes. Like for a person to even be killed or have to, or when it's time for them to die, Baron Sambi would even have to give the okay to dig the grave. That person cannot die unless Baron Sambi gives the okay to dig the grave. Okay? So I really would like you guys to go ahead and check out that video on Baron Sambi and those other energies that reside over graveyards. If you guys are dealing with death, this is 2020, and a lot of people are going to die this year. You all know what's going on in the world. You guys see how they are eliminating people out of here. Make sure that your vibrations are on love. Make sure that you are approaching your ancestors with love, honor, respect, gratitude at all times. Okay, you guys? Make sure that you're doing that. Make sure that you're minding your business when you're walking your walk. Do not put your eyes on the next person's walk. It has nothing to do with you. Don't be judging people saying, oh, this person they're doing this wrong. Are they doing this wrong? Are they doing this wrong? Keep your eyes on your walk. Because the moment that you take your eyes off to judge someone else or to look at someone else's walk, then you're going to fuck up. Okay. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. So make sure that you guys are moving in love. Make sure that you guys are moving in gratitude to your ancestors. Make sure that you're giving them ashe. Make sure that you are giving them honor. Make sure that you are giving them respect and proper representation and proper presentation. So when you're out there in them graveyards, Miss Neela, make sure that you are making your presentation nice. Lay those flowers out so pretty. Lay them cigars out so pretty. Pour that rum out so beautifully. Make them feel as if you are giving them honor when you're doing these things. And everything that you do, every time when you're laying that flower down, you put that energy down on that graveyard and you say, this is for you, whoever it is. And you're keeping it up. Sorry, you guys. My kids are in the background yelling. But that's all I had to say. We have literally like 5 minutes left in this in this midnight reading special, $12 reading special. I can answer some more questions. We have 5 minutes left. And venerate your ancestors, Neela. I'm sorry, Nayla. Venerate your ancestors. Your mom and your dad and his brother. Make sure you give them love and light and water. If you elevate them, they get to come out of that. Some people that die and they die violently, they're stuck in a hell state in which they literally relive that moment of them dying and being killed over and over and over and over and over again. And you don't want them to have to go through that. So you can change that reality for that and evolve them by giving them light, giving them candles, the things that they liked when they were alive. If you remember, your mom liked grits. Make her some grits. Put it on the altar. Stick a candle right in the middle of that bowl of grits. Give her some water and speak to her. Your father the same. If he liked a certain thing, you give him what he liked. Okay? If his brother likes something, if you remember something about his brother and his brother likes something in particular, make sure that you give him what he likes. Now, if they treated you good in your lifetime, you venerate them. If they treated you horribly, then you do not give them anything at all. Nothing if they treated you horribly. But if they treated you good and they happen to die a violent death that has nothing to do with you, you give them love and you give them light. The spirits cannot see into this realm without light. So that's why we light them candles so that they can see you and they can see us. So make sure that you guys are doing that. I'm here to answer all of your spiritual questions. Again, you guys can email me with spiritual situations, Somebody hit me with a PayPal. Who has it? If you're in this chat and you hit me with a PayPal, who are you? I got 5 minutes left. You have to actually go to the PayPal. You know the password. It's the same password, everything. Because we have 5 minutes left. And whoever it is, if I don't see you answer before, we have 3 minutes left. If I don't see you answer before my 3 minutes is up and you did pay your $12 and you didn't get your reading and we have verification through the PayPal account that you did do it, if I get off the live, find me on one of the social medias, shoot me an email and I will still honor that price for you. Wakita says, I love you. Oh my God, I love you too. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Ashe, we all owe each other a responsibility to share with each other what it is that we know so that we can grow because we are all connected to one. And one thing that the spirits do not like is impeding other people's process with learning. That's something that me and my guy were just listening to a Bobby Hemmett lecture, and he was speaking of the greatest sin of all. And we know, if you know who Bobby Hemmett is, he don't give a fuck about no sins. He don't care about none of that shit. But he did mention one thing, and that is when a person has knowledge and they are a leader and they are impeding other people's growth by holding back the wisdom or charging too much money for the information or making them jump through hoops to get the information. You are supposed to give the information because we are one. And as I evolve, you evolve. And as you evolve, I evolve. So that's how we rock. That's how we roll. So I'm having Baba D go ahead and check this. We have about 2 minutes left on the midnight reading special, the $12 reading special. Where you get some ice from? I thought we ain't had no more ice.
No, it was just.
It's a bag of ice now?
It's like a drop. Yeah.
Yes, you guys. I don't like when people eat my ice.
Technically.
Well, he's drinking my ice. And he got some wine, too. He over here kicking it. He is over here kicking it. Right, he didn't want to get on live because he's sipping wine. Yeah. I just wanted to spend some time with you guys because, you know, I had a rough day. But it's always good to give back and be able to help other people and be able to shed a little bit of light on information that maybe you guys did not know. So if you guys have not checked out that Baron Sambi video and the gay days and the Barons and all of that, I want you guys to go ahead and check that out. And I will also be be uploading some videos on YouTube and Facebook, getting into the actual spirits themselves. We're going to get into who these spirits are. We're going to break down all the Barons. We're going to break down all the gay days. We're going to break down Mama Bridget so that everybody knows who these spirits are, what they are for, and how they can be used. What else was we going to say? What else was we going to do? You're doing it wrong. You do it like this. All right there. All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. It is now 1 a.m. where I'm at. Thank you guys for joining me for that midnight hour $12 reading special. Hopefully I'll be back to do those again. Go ahead and check out those videos. Go ahead and hit me up for those consultations, those readings, whatever you guys like. Love, peace, and hair grease. I share you guys. I'm out. Oh, I got to go down there. My bad. I'm new to this, you guys.